But obviously your travels and your exploration of the planet kind of came to an abrupt stop in 2020 like it did for everybody else. And I don't want to dwell too much on that subject because we've all done it to death.
Yes.
There's quite enough of that. But that is what was instrumental in your signing up to do MasterChef. So that was a bit of a life changer for you. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. So just before COVID hit, or as it was hitting, I moved back from Singapore. I was planning to move back anyway, but not permanently, because the idea was I'd open up another restaurant in Singapore. It was based around Feng Shui. I was going to do a restaurant with a good friend and client of mine out there. We planned it all out, and then various reasons, obviously COVID, I couldn't get visas, couldn't get this, so that all fell through. And then I was working at a supermarket for a bit just before I applied for MasterChef, then got back into private chefing luckily, but obviously the industry was still hit really hard. Applied for MasterChef and that was it. It went from there, it's gone on and on. But the original plan was, I said I'd be off again, I'd be traveling, and I'm not going to stop traveling. But in terms of going to live somewhere for a year, 2 years, 3 years, I wouldn't do that now. What I've seen happening in the UK since I've left, especially in Birmingham, it's insane, the food scene, how it's opening up and the opportunities that are opening up, and it's just really exciting. So I'm just drawn back here, and this is home again, and I'm more than happy with that. But I still have that urge. I need to travel, I need to find something new, especially now because it's been a while. I was lucky enough to get away to Morocco for a while last year, to learn something completely new, but I need more of that. I need to get back out and I need to learn more, because at the moment I'm loving what I'm doing. It's great being back in the UK, seeing what's going on in the UK, but I feel like I've hit almost a stalling point because of the pandemic and everything and what went on. So as places start opening up again, I need to get out again. I need to learn more, because that's all I want to do. I just want to keep learning, and then whatever I learn, I kind of take back, I understand it a bit more, play around with it, and that's how I make my dishes. So it's like I've got writer's block at the moment. I can read through books, I can do this, I can eat what other people are eating in the UK, but I want to go down an alley in Thailand where a few wires are hanging above my head, some bright lights, and then you can hear the coals going, the flames going, the smells are hitting you. That's what I want. That's how I get inspiration. That's why I learn. So I am missing out a lot. It's quite difficult at the moment not to get that raw hit of a country, a culture, and what they're doing there.
Do you think that, I don't know how much you interacted with previous years of MasterChef, but do you think that has changed over the years of that programme, and do you think that people like you bringing different cultures to the table rather than your classical fine dining chefs, winning the competition is the good thing?
Yeah, I'm thrilled to have won it for a start, but in terms of MasterChef's direction, so I'd never watched it too much, obviously being away and BBC copyright, they don't let you watch it anywhere, but it is what it is. So I knew the skills test, I knew certain things, and I know the general gist of MasterChef and what it is. It's fine dining chefs, they come through, they do it, and they create this beautiful food on a plate. I love watching it, and it's amazing to watch. So I was very cautious when I entered the show, but the biggest boost for me was the year before. There was Santosh, and he brought Nepalese food, and he brought it to the front. I know nothing about Nepalese food, and that just kind of inspired me. It's he's gone and he's done it completely different. He's not doing classical French, modern British cookery. He's doing it his own way. So obviously, I think the doors were already started to open in terms of what people were doing like that. But the way I went about it, I did at the beginning of the competition, I had lots of ups and downs, and it was difficult, and I was trying to kind of match the food I do to what I considered to fit in with that show, but that wasn't the case. And by the time I realised that, and I shook it off and I started just doing food I like to eat, and it's not normal, it's not dishes you'll find everywhere, it's not the classic, we've got a confit piece of this, some caramelised onion, some type of puree, some type of green, that seems to be the general gist of dishes that go on in most fine dining restaurants, and they're very different in unique techniques, flavours they use, but they're all very similar base. So I just started making dishes up, pulling stuff together, as I said, from experience that I've got everywhere. And once I just started cooking food I enjoy, because everyone asked me, what's your style of food, do you do it this way, this way? I was like, no, I cook food I like to eat. I'm inspired obviously heavily by Asian culture, because I grew up Cantonese background, I travelled Asia loads, but it's just food I like to eat, that's all it is. Everyone says, does it need more salt, does it need more this? And just eat it. Do you think it needs more salt? What do you think? Just do it as if you'd like to eat it, and that's what I started doing on the show. And it was a big thing trying to shake off the fear of being judged for what I like to eat. That was a big thing to try and get that and just be confident. It's like, I like to eat it, so hopefully someone else did. And it kind of, yeah, that built my confidence. So going through it that way, I think it's opened up a lot more doors, because I said, I'm not, like, I've done Michelin stars, I've done it all, like fine dining. It's not my style. I didn't want to go down that route, and to be able to do something else and be appreciated for it, especially on a show like that, like, it means everything. And I'm hoping going forward it will do that, because like food, Michelin is so highly regarded, and rightly so. It's like people aim for that. It's the best of the best, but it's not the be all and end all of cooking, and it's certainly not everything to do with cooking. There's so many different elements like you can take from it, and I think MasterChef going forward is including that a lot more. They're opening up to the idea of like, it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to have come from a 2-star kitchen to do it. You can do food you like, because it's all tasty, and people are just, especially in the UK, people are a lot more aware of that, all the different cultures, cuisines. People are a lot more open to trying food, and I think that's what MasterChef started to showcase. I benefited from it massively. So yeah, going forward, like, it's exciting to see what else will come out and what people come up with from that, and it won't be just the same format. As I said, it's not boring at all, because it's a great show to watch. Obviously I've got to big it up, but at the same time, I think we're going to have a lot more interesting chefs coming through, not just on MasterChef, just in general as well. Like, people playing around, experimenting, and people willing to try new things, and it'll be exciting to see what comes through.